stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Is handed off out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Mayava. The pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And it falls incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, USC, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Williams. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They keep him guessing with a run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
This quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And the wideout goes in motion. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch, a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be 1st down there.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
That run picks up 1st down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Pop over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17.
This is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. The tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Lights off a defender. Now it's another broken tackle. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Second down play coming up. On the run, it's Jordan. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires it to the wideout. That will fall incomplete. They took a shot. What will be the final play of the first quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. And the Trojans will have to kick it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. They'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. A deep shot to the left side. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Look looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
He's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's White. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And now the running back's got it again. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Here's the 2nd down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the same runner's got it again. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
It's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field. It's Maiava. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Tries to get it to the running back. That's caught. It's Wormley. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. Good job there finding the back in that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year. He's not going to squander this chance.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Oh, what a move. You see him able to make the stop after a short gain. Empty set now, 5 wide. Back to pass. It's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Receiver in motion now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Throws it to the right. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
It's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is no good. And in the 3rd quarter, this game remains tied. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Try and muscle for the first down. Passes the 45. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To the air, it's Russell. They'll try a pass here. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He hands it off from the gun. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Ball handed off. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Touchdown time. And they jump on top here in the second half. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Sampson. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Heading left after the handoff. He finds some space. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Back to throw. It's Mayava. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double.
He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. He's running out of time here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple of yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans. And 6 more points to the total. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield. It's Russell. Bringing pressure. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense and being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. Who's in the clear?
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, showing some quickness for his size.
And we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Russell. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He missed it. Off target that time. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. He's found some room at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. With the catch, it's Matthews. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down with 17.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
His defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Over the middle and incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Touchdown, USC. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the ground. It's Williams. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here
he goes. What a catch and run by the junior.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back. It's Russell. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Russell. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Design quarterback run. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for 6. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
But Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Their last chance here. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down 1 and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for 2 to take the lead right here. To throw, it's Russell. And it's caught. The gutsy call pays off for 2 points, and they take the lead here late. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On first and 10, looking to throw. He lets it rip. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
4th down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. 4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.